Israel, one of the world's greatest food countries, and that's why I'm back to try out some new dishes in cities that I had to revisit and in cities that I have never visited before. From Knafe to Jachnun, Kube to Burik, I'm going to try them all, so grab your backpack and let's go! I'm Amir Rimmer, I'm a businessman, writer, traveler, and I'm also on a quest to find the best food that our world has to offer. Haifa is the third largest city in Israel. It is built on the slopes of Mount Carmel and it is home to the Baha'i World Center, a sacred destination for Baha'i pilgrims which consists of a beautiful temple and breathtaking gardens. When I reached Haifa, I headed straight to the Baha'i Gardens to check them out, but then I saw something that stopped me in my tracks: Sweets Bakery. If you are looking for some amazing made-in-house Middle Eastern pastries in Israel, then look no further than this fabulous establishment that has been serving customers for the past 35 years. This shop is really out of this world, and it is filled with endless varieties of sweets that are stacked into gigantic pyramids. They have all kinds of delicious Middle Eastern treats there, but I went straight in and tried their legendary knafe. Knafe is a Middle Eastern cheese pastry which is soaked in sweet sugar-based syrup. Okay, now for the taste. Wow. So good, this is absolutely delicious. Oh. Like eating honey. My eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach, because after I had the knafe, I ordered more delicious sweets, like different kinds of baklawas. Before I left the bakery, I decided to give the owner my legendary thumbs up, just to show my appreciation for the great food. Well, I wish I had checked that the owner was in the room before doing that, because only the janitor saw my thumbs up and thought that I was appreciating his cleaning. Even though I visited Jerusalem many times in the past, the minute I arrive, it feels magical. My previous visit to Jerusalem was just a few months ago, and I don't think that I will ever forget the amazing delicious ice cream that I ate there on that visit. I've decided to visit Jerusalem again, but this time I had a goal to eat more than I ate in my last visit. It is always good to have a goal. In a town like Jerusalem, finding delicious food is as easy as walking down the block, and I have found the Machane Yehuda market and headed straight to a food stall that is called Jachnun Bar. Jachnun Bar is located at the Ego Street, and I was told that I can find there one of the best jachnuns in Israel. I also heard that they have a killer malawach, which I couldn't wait to try. Jachnuns are rolled sticks of dough that are cooked on low heat overnight, and malawach is a fried flatbread and it was served to me with hard-boiled eggs, green tahini, schug, which is a hot sauce, and tomato sauce. Another amazing thing about this place is actually the cook. The cook is preparing the food right in front of your eyes, and in that way you can follow the entire cooking process from start to finish. Also, the cook puts on a full show for his customers, and that made my time there even more wonderful. You see, for one price you are getting some great food and a great performance. Also, the cook is giving an excellent service, and he is super clean when he is preparing your food. Now let's eat the jachnun and malawach that I have ordered. This is so tasty.
Yes, please. Yes, please. What you wanted, my friend?
Absolutely delicious. Let's try the jachnun. Wow. So good. Before leaving the market, I've decided to eat just one more thing, the Jerusalem bagel. Now, let's do a quick Jerusalem bagels one-on-one. The famous Jerusalem bagel is an oblong-shaped bread and its length is about that of a forearm. The bagel is topped with sesame seeds and can be served to you with some za'atar, which is a spice made of sesame seeds, sumac and other herbs. I got my bagel from the Chava bakery. Now for the taste. Bagel with za'atar, absolutely delicious. That's local food in its finest. Oh. One dish that you absolutely must try when you visit Jerusalem is Morav Yerushalmi, Jerusalem Mixed Grill in English. If you decide to try it out, then why not try it out in the restaurant that invented it? This restaurant is called Chatzot, midnight in English, and it is located on Agrippas Road, a street that is very close to the Machane Yehuda market. The reason that the owners decided to call the restaurant Midnight is that the place was one of the first restaurants to work in the late hours of the day. The Chatzot restaurant has been serving the Jerusalem Mixed Grill for more than 40 years, and the place has become a well-renowned Jerusalem institution. According to the legend, 40 years ago the restaurant owners, Brother Avraham and Michael Ajami, were left without any charcoals to cook the meat on, so they decided to mix different kinds of meat, put them on a gas-operated iron plate, and serve them as a dish. The dish has turned out to be a huge success, and nowadays the restaurant is run by the sons of the owners. There are different versions to the Morav Yerushalmi dish, and the difference comes from the ingredients that are used for the dish. In the Chatzot restaurant, they use turkey breast, turkey shishlik, spleen, chicken hearts, and pollet. All this mixture, along with mushrooms, onions, and the Chatzot restaurant secret seasoning, is then put on a boiling metal grilling plate and then served to you inside a pita. I'm a spleen and mushrooms eater from way back when, so the ingredients sounded perfect for me. Just kidding, of course, mushrooms sounded like a scary thing to eat. When you arrive to the Chatzot restaurant, you can either order your dish from the outside counter or you can sit inside the restaurant. I decided to order my Jerusalem Mixed Grill from the counter and went to eat it on one of the outside benches. Jerusalem Mixed Grill. Let's try it. Amazing. Is just wonderful, and the onions and the mushrooms and the pita itself is just out of this world. This is one of the best pitas that I've ever eaten. Some of the best dishes on the planet can be found in Jerusalem, and I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I left the city without checking out one of the city's best restaurants. The name of the restaurant is Azura, and it is really one of the hidden gems of Jerusalem. It is such an hidden gem that at first I couldn't find it. The restaurant is located at 4 Aishkol Street, yet once you reach the address, you will need to find a few ascending stairs that will lead you to the restaurant. If you can't find the stairs, just ask one of the shop owners and they should be able to point you to the restaurant. Azura was first opened in 1952 by its owner Ezra Sharpler, and nowadays the restaurant is run by his children. I heard that there are many great dishes in Azura, but this time I had just one dish in mind, kube. Kube is a national dish in Middle Eastern countries. It is shaped into balls or patties, and it is made of cracked wheat, minced onions, beef, lamb, goat or camel meat, combined with Middle Eastern spices. There are many different kinds of kubes, and the kube is also served in different ways. I have decided to order the Metafone kube, which is a red kube dumpling soup that has a sweet and sour taste to it.
Very nice.
The soup is wonderful, simply wonderful. Very fulfilling and wonderful. In my previous visit to Tel Aviv, I ate a delicious falafel in another part of town, but this time I wanted to take things to a whole new level and find something to eat other than falafel. You know me, I always like to live on the edge. A stroll down any street in Tel Aviv will offer you an opportunity to grab something delicious, like this kube for example, that I ate in another version during my trip in Jerusalem. So I've decided to enter the Tel Aviv's famous Carmel market and head straight to a place called the Center of Burik. I guess the owner picked the name the Center of Burik to differentiate himself from other Burik vendors who compete for the center title. The Center of Burik might be difficult to find at first, so if you are not sure where to go, just ask one of the vendors where you can find Kobe's Burik. Kobe is the owner and he opened this food stall 5 years ago. In his food stall he is selling his burik, which is a dish that came from North Africa. Some say it came from Tunisia, others say it came from Tripoli. I say, let's eat. The burik dish consists of a thin pastry around the filling, and in Kobe's burik, the filling can be an egg, mashed potatoes, or both. I've decided to put an egg because egg has always been my middle name. Just kidding, of course. My middle name has always been omelette. The pastry is then deep fried for a very short time and then it is served to you. While my burik was being prepared, I've noticed a sphinge, which means sponge in English. It's basically a donut that is cooked in oil and then sprinkled with sugar or honey. Mine was with sugar. The sphinge looks so delicious, so of course I had to order a few of those bad boys as well. So I've ordered 3 sphinges along with the burik and told the vendor that I have friends coming over when he asked me if I'm going to eat all of that food alone. He doesn't need to know that only I can see those friends. Now let's taste the burik and sphinge. Let's try burik. Very crunchy, but very good. Salty and with an egg, this is absolutely a delicacy. Amazing. And the whole atmosphere of the market just adds to it. Absolutely delicious. I like that the egg is not well done. It just adds to the flavor. This is out of sight. Sphinge. This is out of this world. I didn't expect it to be so good. So good. Like a donut, but better. Look at the sugar. I can die right now. Just can't stop eating this. These bad boys are out of this world, believe me. Come to Shuka Carmel and you know exactly what I mean. Wow. This is like Dunkin' Donuts on steroids. Absolutely insane. Right before I left the market, I've noticed my grandmother's lovely hair in the distance, but after I reached her location, I saw that I was wrong. This was not my grandmother's hair, but rather a shaved ice dessert that is topped with flavored sugar syrup that for some strange reason resembles my grandmother's hair exactly. That shaved ice was refreshing as well as delicious, but for some reason it made more room in my stomach. So I returned back to the market to eat some hummus with ful. Ful is basically cooked fava beans. I decided to eat the hummus with ful in a beautiful well-eaten restaurant that looks like an old synagogue and is located in the heart of the market. The name of the restaurant is the Star of David Hummus or Hummus HaCarmel, and again, if you can't find it, just ask one of the vendors where it is and they will surely be able to guide you to the right place. It is a good thing that I returned back to the market to check out this hummus place because it was simply wonderful. As I always say, it is better to be safe than sorry in the market. Before leaving Tel Aviv, I had to check out an amazing bakery that is located on Derech Ben-Tzvi Street. The bakery is called Bagel Echam, hot bagel in English, and as the name suggests, you can buy their bagels along with some other pastries. Some of my most treasured childhood memories circulate around this bakery and the Male Bidejani food stall that I visited in my previous food tour, and is very close by. I've been eating in these two food stalls since I was a kid. I know it is hard to believe, but I was a kid once. This time I came to the Bagel Echam bakery to try out their sambusak, a pastry that is usually filled with hummus, meat or cheese and is deep fried or baked in the oven. So I've ordered one sambusak and two fresh out of the oven bagels with salt. You can also order the bagels with sesame. When I look back upon my life, sharing delicious food with others was never a big part of it. So I'll be eating both bagels myself, but due to my big heart, I'm going to give the bagels brown bags as a gift to my close friends, so they'll be able to store things like pencils and pens, erasers and notes. So I've headed off to a comfortable place to enjoy the sambusak and bagels. Sambusak. Just delicious. This is off the charts. So yummy. Oh. Let's try out the bagel now. Oh wow. So salty and delicious. Some people wait until they reach their house or their car to eat the bagels, not me. I eat them on the spot. I'm so happy now that I ordered two. If you think that this time I've decided to eat in the hot Sahara desert on top of a dune, you are wrong. I simply reached the city of Hadera. I have to admit that the first thing I thought to myself when I got off the bus in this blazing hot area was, I think I've lost my way. I've reached the end of the universe. The city of Hadera is located in the Haifa district of Israel, in the northern Sharon region. It has a beautiful landscape, parks, amazing museums, and also a very famous restaurant, which is where I'm heading to. The restaurant is located in the Givat Olga neighborhood, a neighborhood that was founded near one of the Mediterranean Sea's most marvelous seashores. The restaurant is called Shipudei Olga, Olga Skewers in English. When the brothers, Simo and Dubi, opened their barbecue restaurant 29 years ago, it was a very small operation that catered to a few of the locals. Today it is one of the most famous restaurants in Israel. One of the most popular meats they serve in Shipudei Olga is kebab. I heard so many good things about their kebab, so I've decided to take the plunge and try it for myself. The restaurant opens up at 12 o'clock noon from Sunday to Thursday, and I got to the restaurant 30 minutes before it opened, so the place was empty when I arrived. I had a lot of luck, because I heard that this place is usually full. I decided to order their famous kebab along with some pitas, salad, roasted vegetables, tahini sauce, and amba sauce, which is an authentic Middle Eastern mango sauce. The kebab looked just amazing, so I dived right in and tried it. Oh wow. You have to try this. This is out of this world. You know that I always say that the food is amazing, but when I tell you that this is one of the best barbecue places I've visited in the world, I'm serious as a door. Believe me, there were no leftovers on my plate. The meat was super fresh, the vegetables were excellent, the service was fast and friendly. Can you really ask for more? A wise person once said to me, if you want to eat, it means that you are hungry. So I've decided to follow this advice and revisit Ramle to try out a place that is called Tunisai Shel Eli. Eli is Tunisian in English. Eli serves Tunisian sandwiches and his restaurant is located at Sderot Shlomo HaMelech Street, which is right next to the colorful Ramle Market. The place has been operating since 1950, it is considered by many to be the best in Israel, and it is highly praised by famous Israeli chefs and other Israeli celebrities. To create a Tunisian sandwich, the cook needs to take a piece of dough and deep fry it until it becomes a fried bun. The fried bun is then sliced open, and then the cook adds in harissa, which is a hot chili pepper paste or pumpkin salad, pickled lemon, olives, tuna, egg, fresh salad, hot pepper, and a boiled potato. Now for the taste. The baguette is really tasty. It's a little bit spicy, I like it. The lemon just takes the sandwich to a whole new level. Just amazing. This was my first Tunisian sandwich and it was truly amazing. What surprised me most about this sandwich is that you get so many different flavors in one bite due to the different ingredients that were put inside the bun. Anyone looking to try out some amazing delicious food should definitely come to visit Israel. I simply can't wait to experience some new amazing dishes in the very near future. Well, all this talking about food is making me hungry again. So as the famous Albert Einstein used to say, I'm going to eat now.